Welcome to the making of a DM. If you want to crush 2022 and beyond, then do not do this. So with that said, let's get started.
I'm more Kevin's DM. I'm more Kevin's DM. I'm here to help and teach him what I know and how I did it. To discover freedom. There ain't no question more Kevin's when he step in the door. He's closing deals. It's time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker. But I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker.
Hey there, it's your boy Mark Evans, DM. Happy New Year. First show of the year. It will be the best show of the year until next week. Hey, sitting here from beautiful Parkland, Florida, sitting in the new house on the second floor in the office overlooking the course and the lake. It's pretty cool. Pretty lucky guy. Got to admit, I've worked really hard to get to this point and just very blessed in all levels. So very grateful that I put forth the effort. Very grateful I didn't listen to all the people bullshit and saying it can't be done. Grateful that I didn't listen to people say, Mark, why do you need multiple houses? Grateful for, just being me and doing me. And today's show, as we are heading into the new year of 2022, I want to share with you guys some insights. I want to share some wins, some things that's happened, not even just wins, just some, stats of 2021 on my end, just a real quick bullet point, and give you guys some direction. I think I could help guide you maybe a little tighter on the journey of where you want to get. My goal, honestly, on the show is to be real, authentic, genuine. I don't have a script. I don't have a whole show. It's me with a little handheld recorder talking to you as if I'm standing right in front of you, just talking and sharing like real insightful stuff. So I hope this show's been very powerful for you over the years. If you're brand new listening, welcome to the making of a DM. It's not just about me, the deal maker, but it's you, the deal maker of your life, the dream maker of your life. It's who do you need to become that deal maker, that dream maker that you need to become to get what you want. And I don't hold anything back. I share the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between. If you guys have been here, appreciate you guys sharing the show. Got a lot of people sharing the show right now, which is awesome to see. Got a lot of people leaving amazing 5-star reviews on the platform you guys utilize. A lot of people on iTunes, Stitcher, etc. So thank you guys so much for that. It really does mean a lot to me. As we've talked about in all the shows, there's someone sitting there searching on iTunes trying to figure out how to do better for themselves and their family. And if they see your testimonial or your 5-star review, whatever you want to call it, they might get inspired. Yes, you can inspire other people by using your words on third-party platforms. And that's a pretty powerful tool, and it would mean a lot to me as well. Plus, book sales are crazy. I got to give out, send a $10,000 donation to Tim Ballard's group at the end of the year, another $5,000 to Charlie Rocket to help the victims in Kentucky. That was the last day of the year, something I wanted to do, just kind of give back at another level. As you guys may or may not know, 100% of all my book sales do go to charity. I do give way more than what my book sales are, but that's like kind of a way to tie in. I call it full circle, 360 giving, 360 degrees all the way around. Take care of yourself, take care of others, and all that good stuff. So again, I'm rambling. I'm excited. It's 2022. And not only that, as I'm shooting this show today, it's my wife's 41st birthday. So when I get done with this show, I'll be hanging out with her, trying to do stuff, get all crazy with her and take her out maybe to lunch or dinner or wherever she wants to do. Today's her day after I do the show with you guys, because this is on my schedule and I got to do the show. So let's hop into it. I want to share something with you I kind of didn't even think about. But again, this is the power of groups and networking and mastermind groups, if you will. A buddy of mine, small group of guys, we were talking recently, and I was just sharing some stuff that's gone on in my life over the last 12 months. And what was interesting, I kind of wrote down notes, 2021 was my biggest year financially for me personally and in my companies. 2021 was my biggest loss. I've had many, many losses this year financially. And 2021 was my biggest give that I've ever given by many multiples. And it's very interesting how that works, isn't it? All three things were bigger than ever before And yet I'm still here keeping my feet moving. I know everyone looks online and listens to these podcast shows and reads my books and think everything's glitz and glamour. But the truth is, what you're going to realize about real entrepreneurs is, we have a lot of shit going on. We don't sit and mope about it. We don't talk, oh man, such a bad, I got to fire this guy. Oh man, you don't understand. This is really tough. Oh man, I got to learn something new to make more money. Oh man, I got to make another investment to make this work, to be able to do this and that. We don't talk about that shit because it's just something we deal with. It's just something we do. If you're out dicking around talking to a bunch of people about all the problems, shut the fuck up and talk about solutions and watch what happens to your life. I know I'm coming out hot with you already, but it's the truth. If all you do is talk about problems, shut the fuck up and start changing your mindset and talk about the solutions. We all have problems. Solve bigger problems, make more money. So if you're hanging out with people, this is the year you got to start separating yourself from people that are pulling you back. Immediately. I've just found out, I think I shared last week, but my cousin, more than likely, is not going to make it today. Today might be his last day on planet Earth. Actually, about 9 days ago was his last day mentally because he went into a coma. 50 years old, went into a coma, super random meningitis or something like that, I believe. And he just slipped into a coma. And yesterday, unfortunately, he had a seizure. And today or tomorrow will be his last day. Why did I share that? Well, because everyone thinks they're fucking living forever until they're not. He will not have another choice in his life to do something big in his life. He will not have another choice to shut the fuck up about problems and focus on solutions. He will not have another choice in life ever to take care of his 3 kids and guide them and lead them and share his wisdom. He won't ever have the chance to write that book that he wanted to write because he didn't write it. He fucking procrastinated because he's going to live till he's 1,000,000 years old like everyone else thinks. See, this shit doesn't affect you until it affects you. I've done a show about this, about how death drives me. I'm crystal ultra clear. I'm not living forever. And the truth is, I'll be 44 this year. I'm probably on the other side of death if I'm living okay, if everything goes as planned, which nothing in life goes as planned, ever. So I bring this up because when I'm sitting here, I see so many great people just gnaw on the wrong things, talking about the wrong shit, expecting something else to pop up magically. Everybody has problems. The reason online, because again, it's always the dipshit online that all he does is have problems and no money in the bank. Well, dude, it's nice for you to make money, but why don't you share all the bad stuff? Well, dickhead, every day's bad stuff. I'd be so busy sharing about all the shit I'm dealing with, I wouldn't have time to go create good stuff. So I'm just sharing all of the above. If you guys follow me on social, I share losses. I don't think you realize how many losses I have in a day and other people around me. We all have losses. I'm working on a project right now. It's fucking 3 weeks behind. It should have been a 3-day project. It's like, it might have been almost 4 weeks. That's a loss of opportunity and time. Hopefully it gets done today. Hopefully. So I digress. Life is precious and very valuable. You and I are a speck of dust sooner than later. The question is why you are here on this planet Earth and you have the capabilities to make the move, make the pivots. I'll say this very direct. Stop being a pussy and step the fuck up. It's 2022. This is your year. And if you don't believe it, get off my podcast show. Get off all podcast shows. Go back home, watch Netflix and chill, smoke your weed, drink your drinks, and do you, if that's what you feel like you are capable of. But if you're listening to the show, you know that there's so much more to life than what you've been doing. You're evolving. You're transforming. It's pretty amazing. I get to meet a lot of amazing people that have been following me for a couple years on the show and read my books over the years and just see where they started and where they come from. All walks of life. I don't care if you're black, white, Mexican, Chinese, Japanese. I don't give a fuck. No one cares except you anyways. You use that as an excuse. Well, man, you're racist. That's why I can't make money. No, you're fucking lazy. Oh, man, you don't understand. I'm short and fat. No, it's because you're lazy. It always comes back to them taking responsibilities for their life. I had everything against me, right? Barely graduated high school, never went to college. Parents barely made any money. My parents still live in the same house. I only got a bag of socks, a bag of underwear, and a toy for every Christmas every year. And I was thankful because I'm still thankful of it. Because there's a lot of people who don't even get that. So it's all about perspective and being grateful. So 2022, I want to talk about this because this is very important. I see a lot of people out here setting New Year resolutions. What I like to call failure checkpoints. How many times have you set the New Year resolution that you're going to set and you never, like literally the next day you've done fucked up? I don't like to set resolutions. I did it maybe like twice when I was 18 and 19. And then I realized it's bullshit. And then I started setting daily and weekly goals. That's a little bit more sustainable and doable for me. Because if I fuck up, I reset tomorrow. Fuck up, reset next day. See, the thing is, a lot of people use the New Year resolutions as the starting point. It was funny. I saw that meme going around. Like, as you know, New Year's was on Friday this year. And Saturday, is a new year. And everyone's like, well, I'm going to start Monday. They've already fucked up. They've already given up. So many people do that. And I like to set, like I said, daily and weekly goals. What are your daily and weekly goals look like? Because these are going to drive your habits. Folks, I'm up at 4 o'clock, 4:30 every single morning, like clockwork. Like clockwork. It sucks most of the time. I have to get up out of bed as fast as humanly possible, because if not, my lazy fat ass guy on my shoulder hops on and says, Mark, you made a lot of money this week. Mark, you worked really hard this week. Mark, listen to your body. Mark, it's okay. Take it easy today. Not to say I don't do that sometimes. Anybody says they don't, they're lying, by the way. I do. But I keep a scorecard. When do I get up? How much do I weigh? What's on my schedule? And am I getting closer or further away from my goals? Every morning, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, 366 on leap year, every fucking day, I'm checking this stuff. The reason I bring this up is because a lot of people have zero clue how to say, well, I want to make $1 million. Well, you only make 50 grand a year now. How do you plan on doing that? See, the problem is everyone wants to make $1 million until they got to do the work or become someone different to make the $1 million. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of unprogramming. You got to deprogram and reprogram. Kind of like when you buy a new computer, right? Or an old computer, you got to clean out the hard drive and put a new one in and reinstall, update, upgrade. So I respect that you're here because you're upgrading you to 2.0, 3.0. 2022, I truly believe the rich will get massively richer. Massively, not a little. Massively. Whatever number you can think in your mind, multiply it by many. Massively. There's so much money. What is it? How many trillions were printed? You understand, like, the rich will get richer. They know how to extract money. That's why they're rich. They'll create solutions for people that have money spending problems, and they'll solve that by receiving it and providing a value to them or whatever they think is valuable. By the way, value is very relative, right? A drug addict thinks drugs is valuable. To me, it's not valuable because I don't do drugs. Not knocking it, not even judging it. It is what it is. Value is in the eye of the beholder. So again, what side of the coin do you want to be on? Do you want to be a consumer? Or do you want to be the retail guy capturing the capital, getting the money in your bank account? I can do better with it than most. I know how to invest. I'm a great giver. And I want my team to succeed. I want my team to make more money than they've ever made in their life. By the way, that might be one of the most biggest things I'm proud of this year from 2021. The people on my teams have made more money this year than any year ever. Ever. They've got bonuses and raises and, revenue generate, profit generation. I mean, it's absolutely mind-boggling how much money we paid out this year. It's amazing. I'm very proud. I think about them daily. By the way, it's part of my goals daily. How can I steward and guide them and lead them to better futures financially? It's pretty amazing. But my daily goals and your daily goals could differ drastically. So I was talking with a guy recently, and he's like, Mark, I want to make $5 million a year. Truth is, he's capable of it. The problem is he's in a Chevette trying to race a Formula One race. He's in the wrong vehicle. And he's like, oh, I'm going to make 20 grand here. I'm going to make 30 grand here. I'm like, well, you better fucking add zeros to all this shit if you're trying to make 5 million a year. See, the thing is, once you realize that you're in the wrong vehicle, then you can start to improve on the vehicle. That's why I'm bringing it up. I did this for years. I screwed this up for years. I want to make $10 million in a year. The problem is I was in an environment, or a vehicle, I should say, that only was, maybe could make $2 million a year. Maybe. And that's fucking hustling, right? Taking on crazy risk and really hustling. And then I'd get frustrated. I'd have millions in the bank and I'd be pissed because I wasn't hitting my goals. I wasn't hitting my target. And I had guys around me, like, yeah, man, 10 million, it's doable, it's doable. No one said, Mark, you're in the wrong vehicle. You can make 10 million. You can make whatever you want, but not in this vehicle. This vehicle could be one path of revenue, but we need another vehicle if you're trying to truly hit $10 million. So the question is, are you just saying it? Or are you serious about it? Because if we get serious, we got to get real serious about it. We got to start setting a plan in place to get those results. You follow me? My buddy Tim did this very successfully in real estate. He was a single family guy, did several hundred, 200, 300, 400. I don't even remember. Him and I did several hundred deals together. So it's probably 400 or 500 deals he did. And he realized his goals were bigger than his vehicle. He had to swap out of the single family marketplace and go into the commercial apartment complex space where each deal is $15, $20, $30 million instead of $50,000. See, the thing is, it always reminds me, and I think about this often, like when I see the mom and pop ice cream store or hamburger joint. I love it, by the way. I love being a user of those places because the food's typically amazing. The owner's on site. They're very friendly, smiling and happy. And, it's awesome. It feels good. But what if they're sitting in that back room and they're like, dude, I want to beat McDonald's. If that's what they want to do, they can't be out in the front shaking hands and kissing babies all day. They got to be raising money. They got to be talking to trademark attorneys. They got to be talking to franchise attorneys. They got to be whining and dining prospects to become a franchisee. They got to be finding real estate companies. They got to get funding. They got to be raising money. I mean, it's a way different animal. And nothing's right or wrong. I'm just sharing where I fucked this up for years. And no one ever told me. Everyone's like, dude, what's your hairy, audacious goal? Blah, 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 blah. Whatever they call hairy, whatever. And I was like, dude, I want to make 10 million a year. I could never do it in the vehicle I was in. Ever. My seamless gutter company, I wanted to make $1 million a year. It just was not possible with me and another guy. Not because we couldn't do it. It's because we were in the wrong vehicle. The average job is $600. How many jobs a day? I'd have to do 5 or 6 jobs a day, 7 days a week to hit the $1 million in gross revenue. Unfortunately, we were only doing 2 or 3 jobs a day at max, and we were doing it 5 days a week, not 7 days a week. Because on the other 2 days, I was doing other projects just to try to keep the wheels rolling. And then I had bad employee, like all this other stuff they don't talk about, right? Not because they don't want to, it's just because they're busy learning and doing. So my question is, what goals do you want to accomplish? It's always interesting to me is like, in the financial industry, there's a lot of big name guys you would know. If I mention them, I don't want to mention them here because that's not the goal. But the objective is like just to paint the picture. What business are you in? You got to identify that. This sounds silly, but what business are you in? Do you know? A lot of people are like, dude, I'm in the real estate business. Probably not in the real estate business. That's what you think you are in, but that's probably what you're really not in. Real estate's your product, by the way. Do you think McDonald's thinks they're in the hamburger business? They sell billions of hamburgers. What business are they in? See, if you get your business category wrong, you're always going to be frustrated because you don't know your worth in the game. What business are you in? I'll share a real story with you. My life drastically changed when I discovered I was in the financial industry and real estate was my product for financial freedom for others. I created one of the largest turnkey companies in the world. My team and I did. We sold thousands and thousands of single-family houses to people all over the world by simply changing what business I was in. Or truthfully, just understanding what business I was in. My marketing reflected that. My image reflected that. I changed the entire business name. I changed the entire company name overnight once I figured out what I'm sharing with you. And the company went on and did hundreds of millions of dollars in transactions. Not because I'm smarter than anybody. It's I identified what business I'm in. This is, by the way, what I'm sharing with you, and the reason I'm very calm and cool and collective right now, is this is life altering and changing for the right person listening to this, my voice right now. I'm dead serious. I used to be the hustler, real estate guy. Mark, what do you do? I'm a real estate investor. And I was proud to say it. I thought I was a real estate investor for all those years. And when I shifted to I'm in the financial sector and real estate's my product, just like an insurance company, the insurance is their product. They're a people company. Insurance is their product to get them results. Death benefits, life benefits, all this shit. I mean, there's all kinds of cool policies out there now. But like when I discovered what I'm sharing with you for real, I sit down with my team, Peter, and the other guys over there and the gals, and I said, here's the deal. I actually hired a consultant to come in and help me on the rebranding because I literally was everything was tied to me. I had a realization. 1, I'm a financial business. 2, real estate's my product. And 3, if I ever want to sell this company, I cannot be the main guy. So the rebranding took my name out of it. I made my COO, the leader, the main guy. And then we created all the salespeople underneath and all that, right? We built it top down. Changed my life. My media company the same way. We get a lot of eyeballs on media. What business are you in? Right? What business are you in? See, when McDonald's figured out what business they're in, they're able to become who they are. When Zillow became discovered what business they're in. By the way, they're still discovering. Every business is still trying to rediscover. There's nothing wrong with that. I know a lot of people talk shit about Zillow. Dude, they can't buy my house. Dude, blah, blah. These are all fucking people that they can't even pay Zillow's electric bill with their yearly salary, with their yearly income. Millions of dollars probably a year spent on taxes and lighting bills and all that shit in their headquarters. And the people talking shit about them, man, how could they even keep that up? Again, you had it twisted. You don't understand. Zillow's a tech business in the real estate industry space, and they were trying to turn their tech side and they're trying to create data, right? That's tech. Deep data is a very good thing for data companies and such. So when that twisted, but like, dude, what if Blockbuster would have changed their trajectory? What if they'd have been tinkering and twisting and pivoting as the market and the world changes? Where would they be today? We might not even know of Netflix, truthfully. Where would all these companies be? I mean, what happened? Remember when Disney came out and on the streaming service? I think they made an extra over $1 billion a year in residual income by doing a live streaming, like the streaming system. $1 billion+ by adjusting what business they're in. And by the way, what's cool about this, you get multiple businesses under the same umbrella, right? Obviously, you have Disney videos, you have Disney monthly publications, you probably have Disney apparel, right? There's a lot of variables to that. What business are you in? See, a lot of times you're in the ease of mind business. I do a lot of stuff, construction, right? I just want someone to show up. I don't price shop. So if you're a contractor and you're here, if you give me a fair price, you're getting the job. I don't price shop. I don't have time to price shop. Shit, it was hard enough to get one person out there, let alone 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So what business are you in? Most are in the wrong vehicle. And I challenge you to really get serious with this because this is life altering. This will change the game. See, I didn't want to be in my business. I wanted to be on the business. I didn't want to be the guy pushing real estate my whole life. I want to be the guy making money my whole life. I don't necessarily care how it comes in, obviously, as long as it's legal and ethical and it's aligned with my principles. But I wanted to make sure that I was building an organization, something that built without me. I would lead it, but eventually it has to build without me. If you guys ever notice, like these big corporations, like I'm using big ones like Microsoft and Apple. I don't know if you guys know this, but there's a lot of people that's become massive millionaires, if not billionaires, by just being number 2s, the number 20s, the number 100s in their company. I want to build organizations like that. I'm not there yet, by the way, but I'm working on it. I have organizations where people make real money, and I want them to make more real money. And I want people that don't even know me yet to begin in our ecosystem and generate $300, $400, $500, $1 million a year. That gets me excited for real, you know? And this is the sales arm. This is the, the C-level such, but like, guys, I mean, the opportunities are endless when you can identify what real business you're in and start pivoting into that. My next question is, how much are you investing in your marketing this year to build your brand? If this marketing budget's not going up drastically, you're missing the point. You're literally losing opportunity every day. You're not investing money. Cool thing is, I got some other stuff to share with you. I can't share it all today, but I did sign a contract to do 2 more books this year in 2022. I'm excited about. I'd love to hear what you'd like to learn about in my books. Pretty big on relationship capital. And I'm pretty big on, entrepreneurs that have a lot of money, how to raise kids properly. Something I've studied on. I'm studying on still today and will forever. So I want to write about it. I want to share my experiences. I want to share what I'm doing, what I've learned. I have thousands of hours of conversations with different people of all walks of life at high levels of how to raise children properly with a lot of money. I'd love to hear your thoughts if you think that's a good book or not. How I'm placing money, why I'm not giving them a lot of money, what we're doing to teach them how to be respectful human beings, be just great leaders, just great people in the world, So how much are you investing in your business? How much are you investing in your brand? By the way, they're 2 different things. My business is my business. My brand is me, Mark Evans DM. I'll invest 7 figures in my brand this year. My businesses, we invest many 7 figures every year in those businesses. But again, these are separate entities and they're treated as so. So I see a lot of people that they have a couple different companies and they don't separate them. They don't treat them properly. One's a redheaded stepchild all the time. I promise you. If you have multiple companies, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You just kind of, it's just there. It's just there. Our companies are set to grow drastically this year. We have big goals and big dreams. More importantly, we have big implementation plans. We have a path. We're investing money. So as my buddy told me he wants to make $5 million a year, he could probably only make $1.5 to $2 million after I talk to him. Maybe. And he's going to be hustling his head off. It's going to be a lot. But he's a hustler and he's young. And I love to watch him grow. So I'm waiting on him to send me over his report of how he has the breakdown of, because he's created this path to $5 million. And by the way, I always ask $5 million net or $5 million gross because these are 2 drastically different numbers, as you know, in business. And my next question was the same thing I just shared with you. This is awesome, man. How much are you investing in you, though? Because eventually, if you're not investing any money, you're going to run out of people to connect with, communicate with, extract, profit with, right? You can only go to the well so much before you dig another one. It's just how the game of life works. So I want you to think about that. I want you to discover what real business you're in. Really, really think about that. Whatever thing pops in your head immediately probably is not it. I'm a roofer. You're way more than a roofer. I'm a real estate guy. I would bet you're probably way more than a real estate individual. I mean, I could go on and on and on. But I want to leave you with this. It's 2022. This is your last year alive. Are you going to talk about it? Are you going to do something about it? What are you going to be known for? December 31st, 2022 is the end day. January 1st, your funeral. What do they remember you as? Who's there? This is a very powerful exercise, by the way. Because like I said earlier, everyone acts like they're fucking living till they're a million. Everyone's worried about what everyone's going to say. You're spending all this time on social media, fucking mental masturbation. Oh my God, Steve's got this. I got to get this. Oh my God, Nancy's. Oh my God, they got the perfect life. No, that's a micro moment. Just like your bullshit photo you post and probably the videos you post. These are micro moments that you took 17 pictures to get the one perfect picture. Well, there's people doing the same bullshit you're doing, and I do. We all do it. True story. Ask my guys. I'm a one-shot guy. If you don't get a one-shot, we don't post it. I don't care if there's flaws. That's what I do. Has to be real. Has to be authentic, guys. There's no editing on my videos. Like, I mean, obviously I have two guys, and they'll edit videos on different funny clips, but I want you guys to see the real truth, the real stuff. I want you to crush any goal you've had set in your mind. I want you to live life to the fullest. I want you to make so much money, you don't even know what to do with it. That's called a good problem. Because you're going to be a great giver, a great grower. Like, the game is different. And I'd hate for you to get left behind. Because we're growing. In our network, our groups, we're growing. I have a question for you. And I really, really need you to respond via social media. I'm not putting you on a list. I'm not going to tell you. I'm just asking a real question. As you know, I have the DM family. It's $50,000 a year. It's not for everybody. It's for males only kind of thing. But like, we've created amazing. It's an amazing environment. But I was thinking about in 2022 about expanding my reach. Might do something for like $1,000 a month, $12,000 a year is an absolute steal. Be 52 calls. We'll have meetups and all this cool shit. My question for real to you is this something you would join for $1,000 a month? Where we'll talk high level business building, skills, leveraging, relationships. And I mean, I could go on and on, but like, it's something that we would get people that are driving companies to the next level. Is this something you'd be in? If so, hit me up on Instagram at Mark Evans DM. It means so much to me, for real. Like, I'm crowdsourcing, by the way. This is what this is called, crowdsourcing. I'm asking a crowd, an audience of people here. I'd love to know if you would do this or not. The investment would be $1,000 a month. So just Instagram me and say, mastermind, 1K a month, yes or no. I'm cool with the no too. I really just want to know the pulse of the marketplace. Because if I get enough yeses, I'm going to spend more time and invest more time and energy on possibly bringing it to the marketplace. And I'd appreciate your help if you could. That'd mean a lot to me. So get out there, set these daily goals, set these weekly goals, and execute relentlessly. You owe it to yourself. You got 12 months. What are you going to do? It's up to you. Hope you have an amazing day. So with that said, make today count.
I'm Mark Evans DM. I'm here to help and teach them what I know and how I did it. To discover freedom. There ain't no question Mark Evans when he step in the door. He's closing deals. Time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker. But I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker. The journey's where it's at. It's all about the process. It's time to get over to the DM Project. From a small town in Ohio, so I know how it is. Did not come from a lot of money. I remember as a kid, wanted to make 100 racks. Didn't see no one making more than that. Graduated high school with a 1.8. They should have held me back. I hope my principals and teachers are alive just to witness this. I'm my own boss. I'm out here running 2-8-figure businesses. I can walk away from it all and I'll be good, but I've been called to help people just like y'all learn the game. It's time to ball. Everybody chasing the money, but I'm not chasing the money. I'm out here chasing the purpose, yo. I've been working my whole life. What got us where we at isn't gonna get us where we wanna go. So it's time to push, time to learn, time to grow. I'm Mark Evans DM. I'm here to help and teach them what I know and how I did it. To discover freedom. There ain't no question Mark Evans when he step in the door. He's closing deals. It's time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker. But I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a process. It's time to get over to the DM project. I'm more Kevin Deal, deal maker, deal maker, deal maker, deal maker, deal maker, deal maker, DM project.
This is thepodcastfactory.com.